Okay, so good day class. So our subject is about software development 1 or Intro to System Analysis and Design. So currently we are now in module 2, which is System Development Life Cycle. And we have our topic outlined here about System Development Life Cycle, and we have four major phases or uh, topics. So first, meron tayong dito phases of SDLC, Life Cycle and System Analysis and Design, Role of System Analysis and Attributes of a System Analyst. Okay? So later on, madi-discuss natin yan isa-isa, yung mga topic na yan under ng SDLC. Next, we have here the learning objectives in our module. So after studying this module, uh, you as future engineers should be able to evaluate phases of SDLC, define SDLC, know role of a system analyst. Okay, and we have here our module overview about system development life cycle or software development life cycle. It uh, it's stated here that SDLC is a process used by the software industry to design, develop, and test high-quality softwares. So the SDLC aims to produce a high-quality software that meets or exceeds customer expectations, reaches completion within times, and cost estimate. Okay, so SDLC is the acronym of Software Development Lifecycle or sabi ko nga, yung software dyan pwedeng maging system. Kasi sa ibang book, System Development Lifecycle yan. And it is also called a software development process. So aside from SDLC, minsan tinatawag ang SDLC na software development process. Okay? So SDLC is a framework defining as performed at each step in the software development process. And nakalagay din dito na sa pag-develop ng isang system, either bago or lumang system, andyan siya na ISO. Dapat ISO siya kasi SDLC siya. Pag sinabi natin ISO, International Standard Organization. So, standardize ang SDLC. So, it also stated there in our module that an effective system development lifecycle should result in a high-quality system that meets customer expectations. Okay? Reaches completion within time. Ibig sabihin dapat on time ang pag-develop ng isang system, and cost evaluations. Cost evaluations, ibig sabihin uh, 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 reasonable yung magagastos na pera sa pag-develop ng system. Kasi bakit nakalagay dyan completion within time? Kasi kapag hindi natin na-meet yung schedule sa pag-develop ng isang system, of course, hahaba yan. Pero ibig sabihin nun, mas madadagdagan din yung gastos natin sa pag-develop ng isang system. Okay? Kaya kailangan natin consider yung time and of course yung cost evaluation sa SDLC. And next, and works effectively and efficiently in the current and planned information technology infrastructure. Ibig sabihin, dapat alam natin, ma-identify natin kung ano yung mga technology na kailangan nating i-build or gamitin sa pag-develop ng isang system. Next, we have here the system development lifecycle is a conceptual model which includes policies and procedures for developing or altering systems throughout their life cycle. Altering. So, ibig sabihin, pag meron ng existing system and kailangan natin i-modify yun. Okay? So, kapag kailangan natin i-modify yun, ibig sabihin, pupunta lang tayo sa isang phase ng SDLC wherein i-identify lang natin kung saan tayo magtatrabaho. Okay? So, pag ganun, parang babalik tayo sa planning step ng isang system. Okay. So, nakalagay din dito yung kung ano yung mga naka-include sa isang SDLC. Sa SDLC or Software Development Lifecycle, andyan yung requirements, design, implementation, testing, deployment, operations, and maintenance. Okay. So, lahat ng pito na yan ay nakapaloob sa SDLC. Required lahat ang mga yan. Or sa madaling salita, yan yung mga steps na nasa SDLC. Okay? So, sa module natin, meron tayong pre-assessment. And naka-multiple choice lahat yan. So, ito i-upload ko later sa online platform natin as your assignment. And need nyo siyang sagutan. Need nyo siyang sagutan after ng lecture natin. Okay? So, proceed na tayo dito sa phases of SDLC or yung isa sa major topics natin sa module na ito. So, system development lifecycle is a systematic approach which explicitly breaks down the work into phases that are required to implement either new or modified information system. Okay? So, itong phases ng SDLC na to ay apply para sa bago at modified information system. Pag sinabing modified, yan yung existing na system and need na nating i-enhance by modification. So, andyan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 phases ng SDLC na later on, madidiscuss natin isa-isa. So, andyan yung planning, analysis, design, implementation, and maintenance. Okay? So, feasibility study or plan. So, sa part na yan, andyan yung define the problem and scope of existing system. Ibig sabihin, dito, sa phase na to, kailangan nating ma-identify yung mga problema na dapat masolusyonan ng system na gagawin natin. And of course, kailangan din nating ma-identify yung scope na magiging system natin. Pag sinabi natin scope, yung coverage lang niya. Okay? So, apply yan for the new system and an existing system. Next, overview the new system and determine its objectives. So, pag sinabing overview the new system, dapat ma-foresee mo na kung ano yung magiging objective ng system na gagawin mo, lalo na kapag bago yung system na yon. Okay? So, kasi kapag lumang system yon at kailangan mo lang i-modify or enhance, ibig sabihin, merong maaalis doon na feature or merong maidadagdag na bagong feature. Next, confirm project feasibility study and produce the project schedule. Okay? So, dito sa planning, sometimes gumagawa tayo ng feasibility study or survey para malaman natin kung ano pa ba yung kulang at pwede nating idagdag sa system na gagawin natin. Feasibility study. And next, during this planning phase, threats and constraints, integration, and security of system are also considered. Okay, so sa paggawa ng isang system, kailangan nating ma-identify yung mga possible threats na pwedeng mag-arise during implementation and usage of the system. Para later on, mabigyan natin ng solusyon or ma-program natin sa isang system para sa solusyon na yan. Constraints and integration and pagsisecurity naman, naiwasan din natin vulnerable sa threats or vulnerable sa hacking para secured yung magiging system natin. Next, we have here a feasibility report for the entire project is created at the end of this phase. So at the end of planning phase, we should provide the feasibility report. Okay, so parang yun na yung summary. Para summary, para meron tayong record within the planning phase of our SDLC. Next, we have here the next phase, which is yung analysis and specification. Sa figure kanina, analysis lang ang nakalagay. But here, we included is specification. Okay, next. So, ano ba yung mga nasa loob niyan? So, first, andyan, gather, analyze, and validate the information. Okay, yan information needed for the system. Okay, kailan natin i-gather yan. Since na-gather na natin yan through feasibility study or survey, ngayon, kailangan na natin i-analyze yung mga na-gather nating information and i-validate kapag required ba talaga siya or kung highly needed ba siya na ma-include or ma-remove sa system na ginagawa natin. Next, define the requirements and prototypes for new system. Okay. So, pag nagde-develop tayo ng isang system, kailangan natin ng requirements. Ibig sabihin yan, kailangan natin ma-identify yung mga needed parts or components ng magiging system natin, requirements. Okay? So, for example, we have three parts of our system. We have the software and hardware and the documentation. Though, in documentation, hindi naman gaano na yun kasi nakafocus tayo sa software and hardware. Okay? So, for software, maraming parts yan. So, ano ba yung gagamitin natin dyan? Ano yung mga ilalagay natin? Ano yung mga gagamitin natin para mabuo yung software part ng ating system? So, kailangan mong i-identify yan. Ganon din sa may hardware. Kailangan nating ma-define isa-isa bawat components ng ating system. Next, evaluate the alternatives and prioritize the requirements. Okay. So, kapag merong part ng ating system na hindi natin ma-meet kasi sobrang hindi natin bigyan ng remedyo, okay. So, magamit tayo ng alternatives. And kailangan natin i-prioritize yung pinaka-required sa system natin. Pinaka-required. Pag sinabi natin pinaka-required, it's either a feature badly needed sa ating system. Okay? So, for example, sa isang enrollment system, okay? May enrollment system na tayo, pero wala ka namang database. Oh. So, paano yun? Diba? May system ka nga, may enrollment ka, pero wala kang database. Paano gagana yung system natin? Paano yung ma-store? Ayan. So, kailangan natin i-prioritize yung requirement ng isang system. Next, examine the information needs of end user and enhances the system goal. Okay. Kailangan nating malaman yung mga information na kailangan ng end user natin para later on ma-enhance natin yung system and ma-meet natin yung goal na kailangan natin. Okay? Next, after this analysis and specification phase, kailangan natin ang SRS document or the software requirement specification. So, after ng analysis and specification, kailangan magkaroon ng documentation wherein yung SRS na yun specifies the software, hardware, functional, and network requirements of the system is prepared at the end of this phase. Yan. So, andyan lahat. Naka-state lahat dyan. Software requirement, hardware requirement, functional, and network requirements of the system. Next, we have here the system design. Includes the design of application, network, databases, user interfaces, and system interfaces. So, dito sa system design, kailangan na nating i-design yung application mismo natin or yung system in the way that each network, databases, and user interfaces are all organized and ordered. Okay? Dapat na-design na natin yan isa-isa. Next, we have here Transform the SRS document into logical structure, which contains detailed and complete set of specifications that can be implemented in a programming language. Okay, so yung mga nasa SRS document na natin na nagawa natin sa analysis and specifications, kailangan na natin siyang i-implement through programming language. Let's say we have, kailangan natin yung feature na mag-generate ng report. Paano natin gagawin yun? Of course, i-program natin yan. Okay? So, paano natin yung ipo-program? Ano gagamitin natin? Of course, dito sa analysis, nalagay na natin. Dito na sa analysis and specs, kung anong programming language ang gagamitin natin for that specific feature. Next, create a contingency training, maintenance, and operation plan. Okay? So, yung mga part na yun, kumbaga, para sa maintenance or backup plans for the system. Katulad ng contingency. Anong magiging pwedeng alternative solution natin kapag nagkaroon ng nag-arise ang isang problem sa system natin. Diba? So, and then, kailangan din natin dyan magkaroon ng training. Training sa pag-develop ng system and paggamit ng system natin. And then, andyan yung maintenance. Okay? So, dapat, sa pag-design ng system, maisip na natin kung na later on, makakaroon tayo ng maintenance. Kasi, pag merong nasira sa isang system natin, merong bug sa system natin, kailangan natin i-maintain yun through fixing that particular bug. And operation plan. Operation plan. So, kailangan na nating maplano yung maplano kapag later on nag-cooperate na or functional na yung system na ginagawa natin. Next, review the proposed design. Ensure that the final design must meet the requirements stated in SRS document. Okay, so kapag let's say nakapag-system design na tayo, ngayon, kailangan natin i-review yung system na nagawa natin. Na-meet ba natin yung nasa SRS document? Diba? So, yung sa may software, nagawa ba natin lahat yon? Sa hardware, nagawa ba natin lahat? And yung objective ng ating system is na-meet pa natin. Yun. So, kailangan natin i-review. And next, dito sa last part ng system design, prepare a design document which will be used during next phases. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mo lang i-prepare yung mga possible solutions sa mga next phases na gagawin sa ating system. Next. Next is the implementation. Okay? So, dito sa implementation, assuming na meron nang nagawang system at na-design na, kailangan natin i-consider yung implementation. So, andyan, implement the design into source code through coding. Ayan, diba? So, na-design na natin yung system. Na-identify natin kung anong programming language yung gagamitin natin. So, dito sa implementation, kailangan na natin i-implement yung nagawa natin, na-design natin by coding. So, ipoprogram na natin siya. Na-design na natin, nakapagawa na tayo ng plano, Gantt chart, or yung schedule ng pagkagawa o pag-develop ng ating system, and so on. Determine na natin yung mga kailangan natin. So, dito sa implementation, ipoprogram na natin siya. Isa-isa. Software, hardware. And next, combine all the modules together into training environment that detects errors and defects. Okay? So, detects errors and defects. Ibig sabihin yan, quality assurance na natin yung ginagawa nating system. So, in reality naman, sa research and development ng isang system, habang nagpo-program ang isang developer, kina-quality assurance na yan. So, sometimes, kina-quality assurance na yan ng developer. But, aside from the developer himself, meron pang isang taong nag-test nun. Yun yung tinatawag nating QA tester, quality assurance tester. So, it's different yan na position. Okay? So, a test report which contains errors is prepared through test plan that includes test-related tasks such as test case generation, testing criteria, and resource allocation for testing. Ayan, kung nasabi ko na kanina. So, more on yung part na yan, test report, ay ginagawa ng isang QA. Okay, quality assurance position. Siya yung gumagawa. So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung implementation part ng SDLC, andyan ang developer, siya yung mismo nagko-code ng system, siya mismo yung gumagawa ng system, and andyan din yung QA na nag-a-assure na yung ginagawa ng developer is nagsising doon sa planong ginawa nila previously. Next, integrate the information system into its environment and install the new system. So, ibig sabihin yan, integrate, ilalagay na yan sa ibang environment. Ibig sabihin, parang for test na yan, social testing na yan ng system natin. And sabi dyan nakalagay, install the new system. Okay? Install the new system, ibig sabihin, assuming na functioning na yung main parts or main functions ng system natin. Okay. Next phase tayo. Andyan si maintenance and support. Okay. So, dito sa maintenance and support, ina-assume na natin dyan sa phase na yan, natapos na yung development ng ating system and na-implement na siya dun sa target client natin or organization na gagamit nung system na ginawa natin. So, andyan. Include all the activities such as phone support or physical on-site support for users that is required once the system is installing. Okay, so kapag na-install na or i-install pa lang yung system na ginawa natin, need natin ng phone support or physical on-site support. Merong isang tao doon na technical person, probably member siya sa paggawa o pag-develop ng system, na magsusuporta doon sa mga gamit sa system na ginawa. Okay, so baka sabihin na natin, i-orient niya sila, tuturuan niya sila sa pag-install, sa paggamit ng system. Next, andyan yung implement the changes that software might undergo over a period of time or implement any new requirements after the software is deployed at the customer location. Sabi dyan, software is deployed at the customer location. Implement any new requirements after the software is deployed. Okay? So, ibig sabihin yan, maggumawa ka ng panibagong rules sa paggamit ng system sa location ng customer. Okay? And next, it also includes handling the residual errors and resolves any issues that may exist in the system even after the testing phase. Ayan. So sa during functional or operation na ng system sa ating end user, merong lalabas dyan ng mga errors. So, though minimal naman sila, of course, dapat meron pa ring maintenance dyan. Maintenance ng gumawa. Pag sinabi ng maintenance, dapat supportahan pa rin niya yung system na ginawa nyo, na naka-deploy na. And then, andyan yung maintenance and support may be needed for a longer time for large systems and for a short time for smaller systems. Okay. So, yung maintenance and support ng isang system ay binibigay in short time lang for the smaller systems. And longer time maintenance and support kapag mas malaki yung system, di ba? Kailangan naman kasi na uh, isusupport mo yung isang system na napakaliit lang naman, di ba? Pwede naman na nilang ano yun, sila na mismo ang mag-solve sa problem sa system na yan. Pero kapag may medyo komplikadong system na at malaki-laki na ito, kailangan talaga ng mas matagal na support. So, let's say, yung isang company nagpumili ng isang system sa isang uh, software developing company. And medyo komplikado yung system na nabili nila at mahal nila nabili yun. So, meron yung mga software development company na nagbibigay ng 2 years support, ganun. And within that 2 years, iso-support nila and maintain yung operation ng system ngayon. Okay? So, ganun yan. So, in our next module or in our next video, we will discuss about the life cycle of system analysis and design. Okay, so yeah, see you in the next video.